Why am I sitting in a hammock right now to record this video? Well, because I build a personal brand. What does that mean? Why? Because I build a personal brand, I can sit in a hammock while recording this video. Because the quality of the information that I've shared with you so far has been so valuable, has helped you so much, that now, even if I'm sitting down in a hammock to teach you something, you're going to listen to it. Because I provided value to you. And how did I provide that value? Through creating content. People creating content in 2026 are not only influencers, they are not only superstars or artists or coaches and consultants. People who build personal brands in 2026 are people who understood the power of learning how to generate attention and how to convert this attention. Because technically, if you just create content for the sake of creating content, then you're not making any money. Okay? Like all those influencers that you see on social media, they're literally just, doing dumb shit. Like they're not making money, they're all fucking broke. But if you learn how to generate attention and that you have strong conversion mechanisms, strong conversion systems in the back end that allow you to convert that attention, then you can make millions and millions of dollars. So today's video is going to be pretty raw, pretty authentic. Again, I'm sitting in a hammock. I haven't prepared it, and I just wanted to kind of rant a little bit and share with you what I've learned about creating content for the past 5 to 6 years, the mistakes that I've made, and the lessons that I've got out of those mistakes, and the teachings that I've got out of creating content for the past 5 years and generating up to $1 million that found millions of dollars for the company, but pretty close to $1 million with my company and $500,000 last year. So let's dive into it. The first mistake that I've made in creating content was to not create content early enough. That was definitely the biggest mistake. For example, when I was a private chef, I was kind of creating content, but I didn't realize the importance of it. So I will be creating content, but like an amateur. So like I wouldn't actually create content, I will just document what I was doing. I would just kind of show the people what I was doing, but without really focusing much on quality. That was the first mistake, because effectively my content wasn't high quality. Second, my content wasn't consistent. Third, I didn't have a strategy, I didn't have a plan. So effectively I wasn't able to convert any of the attention that I was generating. And I was generating very little attention anyway, but even if there was a little bit of attention, I wasn't able to convert it because of the fact that, again, the content wasn't high quality. When I'm saying the content wasn't high quality, it's like what I was doing was high quality. I was a very high level private chef. I was working for very high level clients. I was cooking very high level food. But the way that I was documenting that, the way that I was showing it to the people, to the world, was very low level, very low quality. Second, again, because I didn't have a plan, I wasn't consistent, or maybe just because I wasn't disciplined enough, but having a plan is part of being disciplined. And third, I didn't have a plan. So for me, it's definitely the biggest mistake that I made with content was not starting early enough with the right foundations, the right structures, the right discipline, the right knowledge. Another mistake that I've made with content was to not put it at the very, very top of my business priorities, in the sense that I believed, and I'm talking about this when I went into consulting, not into private chefing, because again, when I used to be a private chef, I was not really running, I couldn't, consider myself being a business owner, even if I was actually a business owner. But when I started, getting into consulting 4 years ago, that's kind of when I started to learn about business and about marketing and social media and running paid ads and sales and building a brand and creating content and all that jazz, right? But I did not prioritize content. I did not prioritize building a personal brand as much as I should have. I prioritized other skills. I prioritized outreach and lead generation without actually learning paid ads, which again was also a mistake, but fair enough, I've learned now. But then I've dived in sales. So I've learned sales before learning how to build a personal brand. And I mean, again, I'm in a great position today. Thanks God I've learned sales that, took me out of poverty, because even if I was making $100,000 a year back when I was a private chef, I was still very broke mentally. My mindset was terrible. And sales got me out of that lack mindset. Sales got me out of that very low level worker mindset. Sales got me out of, I need a job, and like if I don't get a job, then I need to go back being a chef. Now I've acquired a skill that can get me paid tens of thousands of dollars a month if I perform well at a high level from anywhere I want in the world, right? So pretty exciting, pretty inspiring and tempting skill to acquire. But if you think like my long-term goal is to build a business, my long-term goal is to build a brand, my long-term goal is to work for myself, especially in 2026, if I had to learn one skill first, it would not be sales. It would be to learn how to generate attention organically through content on social media. Why? Because, and again, that's, this is different perspective. I'm not saying that this is right or wrong, but I genuinely believe that it is harder to learn. Ooh, that was a huge insect. It is harder to close 1 out of 10 people than it is to learn how to generate 10,000 views. And out of those 10,000 views, you're definitely going to get more than 10 people interested. And it might take you more than 10 shots to make one sale, but you will have those shots anyway because you've learned how to do 10,000 views, right? When versus knowing how to sell, well, first you have to know how to fucking sell. And once you know how to sell, you still need to fucking know how to generate attention. So even if you know how to sell, if you still don't know how to generate attention, who do you sell to? Fucking nobody. But if you learn how to generate attention, then that creates the playground that you need to then learn and practice sales. I don't know if that makes sense. So for me, it's kind of like, it's almost like it has an order. It's almost like step number 1, build a personal brand through organic content using social media. Step number 2, learn sales, so you can convert much more of that attention that you would have generated in all those appointments that you have generated. That's the second mistake / lessons that I've learned in creating content over the last 5 years. The third lesson, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit, but I feel like that's also in what the best teachings are, and repetition more than like new information. I'm gonna say consistency. Okay, I've created content for the last 5 years. The first YouTube video that I posted was a little bit over 3 years ago, like 3 to 4 years ago. But if you go on my YouTube channel right now, like my YouTube channel isn't that like this. First, I don't have a lot of followers. Second, I don't have a lot of videos on it. I'm gonna trying to find a position where I'm a little bit more centered to the camera. I don't know if that will get us any more viewers, but yeah, haven't I've posted over the last 3 to 4 years, but I haven't posted as consistently as I would have liked to, because again, I got lost in getting better at sales and building a better product and having to fulfill, and then dealing with my personal life, and then not wanting to share about what I was dealing in my personal life, when in fact I should have, because that would have allowed me to build a more authentic brand, that would have allowed me to be more vulnerable and to connect better with my audience and to build more trust through being more vulnerable and more open and share yeah, share the journey, because I've been in this journey of building this consulting company, this online business for the last 4 to 5 years, right? Not only scaling private chefs, we focused on scaling private chef at first 4 years ago, but then it failed, and then we did something different, and then we came back a year and a half ago to only focus on that. But again, in that, you know, in that 4 or 5 years period, I did a bunch of things. One being learning sales for a very long time, and I wasn't really documenting this, at least not on YouTube. I wasn't really consistent in my posting, and that's my biggest, you know, that's my biggest regret, with like not having posted soon enough, not having prioritized posting content and building a personal brand, an organic personal brand through social media, and 3, not having been consistent. And when I'm saying consistent, guys, consistency doesn't mean intensity. It's like, and technically when you become consistent, then you become intense, right? But you don't need to post like 3 or 5 YouTube videos a week to be consistent. Like if you post one video a week, then that's fucking 48 videos a year. That's over 200 fucking YouTube videos if I would have done that consistently. And 1 video a week, it's like I had much more than the time to record 1 YouTube video a week, but I didn't do it because I wasn't consistent. So these are my 3 lessons, and I hope for you that you will learn from that and that you won't make the same mistakes that I've made. So that was kind of the intro video for creating content. And I love because you might be like, dude, I still don't fucking know how to create content. But that's about it. Like that is content. That is how you should build a personal brand. And I'm not saying you should always do that. But like as a private chef, you could and you should totally just open the camera and randomly cook something at home and speak your thoughts out loud. Speak about a topic that passionates you. I've just talked to you about a topic that passionates me, which is growth, which is business, which is personal development, which is, you know, my ups and downs in business and content. That will interest some people, that will bother others. But those who are bothers, they'll never be great clients. Those who will be interested, they will become the most loyal clients that you will ever find. So go, get that camera on. Don't make a fancy setup. Just make sure that you've got a good lighting. Okay, I've got a light right now. I'm gonna show you the light that I'm using, guys. I'm in the fucking jungle right now, right? So like, we living on a very, very, very simple setup. This is what we've got. This is what we've got right here. Okay, fucking what, like $5 light that I've bought on Amazon. That is very, very good for me to travel. This is very good for travel and create content at the same time. Okay, so very high quality camera. But by the way, there's like $600. This is like a DJI, yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So like $500 or $600. Rode mic, portable Rode mic, $200. Light, $5, and my laptop that I'm using right now, just as a mirror to record this video. The camera just like serve as a webcam. I could have used the camera, but then it would have been like longer to upload, etc. So I just kind of like plug the camera into my laptop, use the Loom, which is a recording tool. It's like Zoom, but you don't do live calls on that. You just literally just record yourself or record your screen. And yeah, just click the play button. Okay, so that was the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video wasn't to, like, you know, show you how to edit a very fancy reel. I don't think that I will ever do that. I genuinely don't feel that this is where it's not very a huge lever for me to teach you that. Okay, I could just give you access to a bunch of YouTube videos on how to edit content, give you access to editing tool, and then you do that by yourself. Okay, you don't need you definitely don't need to become good at editing, but you definitely need to become good at grabbing people's attention and making sure that they listen until the end of the fucking video. See you, bye bye.